Glory of God. Dear friends, the glory of God is man fully alive, and the life of man is the vision of God, said St. Irenaeus. Irenaeus sees the life of man as a reflection of the glory of God. Not every life reflects the glory of God, but only that life which is able to see God. The vision of God is the life of man. John says in his Gospel, chapter 13, "Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him." Adding more glory, power, and praise to God is a human way of relating to God. God is glory, God is might. Just as we cannot add more water to a bottle which is already full to the brim with water, so also we cannot add to the glory of God because He is already full of glory. As a human being, I can share in His glory. I can reflect His glory in this world, and thus fill the world with His reflected glory. By sharing His glory, God does not diminish in His glory. According to Irenaeus, the glory of God is man fully alive. When does man become fully alive? What is indeed the life of man? Irenaeus again clarifies it by saying that the life of man is the vision of God. Seeing God is the life of man. The more of God a man is able to see in his life becomes deeper. His life grows. Mother Teresa saw God in the poor, and her life became richer. She became fully alive. She became holy. Today she is a saint. Blessed Zati was a Salesian lay brother. He was a doctor by profession. After becoming a Salesian brother, he continued his profession and was put in charge of a hospital situated in a very poor area. Very many poor people came to that hospital. Blessed Zati welcomed them all, but he had to find beds for them and clothing for them. He used to wander through the streets and beg for them. When poor persons arrived in the hospital, he used to beg for them from people saying, "Please give a bed for Jesus. Please give a shirt for Jesus." Blessed Zati saw in them more than the poor person. He saw Jesus. Though through the torn clothes and worn-out body, Zati saw the glory of God. It could be said that he lived as if seeing God. Saints had a different vision of things and of people. Though externally they looked like anyone else, they lived their lives fully. Their lives became more and more meaningful and complete. St. Irenaeus' words found its fulfillment in them. The life of man is the vision of God. Jesus, after speaking about the glory of God, speaks about the new commandment. "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you." Though the commandment of loving God was already found in the Old Testament, Jesus brings a novelty to it. Jesus becomes the reference point, not the Jewish traditions. His love is the only yardstick against which all loves will be measured and judged. Love as I have loved you. Jesus becomes the new model of love. It is only when we live according to His model that we become really alive. Only that type of love opens our eyes to see God alive in the other, in the poor, and also within ourselves. Love is the fullness of life. He becomes fully alive. Fully alive people reflect the glory of God in this world, as St. Irenaeus said, the glory of God is man fully alive. Where shall we look for the glory of God? In magnificent temples and churches? In beautifully organized liturgies? In the splendor, wealth and power of the world? Maybe it is there, but definitely we shall see His glory when we look at the poor and the needy with the eyes of love as taught by God. May God bless you.